Cold start here for the R. Let's hear it start up. Hi there guys, Sam here, welcome back to another video. You join me once again in my Mk7 Golf R to talk a little bit about, well, why I think the Mk8 Golf R might not be quite as unique as it was for the Mk7, and yeah, just to kind of discuss a little bit around that and also to gauge your thoughts as well. So yes, welcome back to another video. I hope you're all well. I'm out on my day off from work just to run a few errands, and as I negotiate a mini roundabout, it got me kind of thinking about why the Mk7 Golf R was so popular, particularly in the UK, Europe, US, you know, Australasia, all these places. It was such a popular car, and they're also quite big on the modification scene now. So a lot of these cars are, yeah, modified in a way to make their car unique for the owner. So that's great. But what you'll find now, and unfortunately in Europe, is there's not actually a free door anymore. They're sort of being cut off due to demands. Like my car here is a free door Mk7 Golf R, and you've lost the manual gearbox. So it's two quite fundamental parts of the car which have now gone. Now, appreciate in other regions like the US you can get a manual transmission, which is great, but it's just lost that little edge that when you want to have a car that's quite unique. And I think about like the Mk7 Golf Rs, and they had like the 18-inch Cadiz wheels, you've got the 19-inch Pretorias, you've got the, whether it's a 5-door, whether or not it's a DSG, whether or not it's a manual, whether or not it's a 3-door, and there's so many different variations. And those fundamental parts are the transmission and the doors. You know, you take off 2 doors of a car, it changes the car dramatically. You know, it reduces the weight, it changes the styling. There's lots of different things that kind of change, and that's kind of been lost for owners now, and I can see more people going down the modification route as a result. Now, whether or not that's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't really know, but it's certainly something that you've lost that option, which was pretty cool, and that's no longer in the Mk8. It just seems like everything is cost cutting, and I'll show that on camera what that guy just did. I can't drive anywhere without beeping people these days. Yeah, I think it's lost a little bit of its unique ability of what you'd want to choose. You know, so many of the Mk8 Golf Rs, it's going to be a 5-door DSG. That's really all you're going to get. I just think for the enthusiast, it's a little bit of something that's lost. I know you know, the figures don't add up for the manufacturer to be able to produce the car. It's just not worth their while. They'll probably make a margin on it, but there's just not as much as a margin. So I think that's really, really sad. And well, we're driving in wintry conditions at the moment, and I absolutely love this car. It's so good. It's so cold with 0 degrees on the dash, and even on summer tyres, this is running Michelin PS4s. It's just awesome. It's so good. You wonder why you need an SUV. And I remember speaking to subscribers in past years, in past December months, people from like Canada and stuff like that, and they'll be like, yeah, whack winter tyres on it and it's brilliant. And I've seen some clips of how well these Golf Rs cope, and that always puts a smile on my face, because it just shows how versatile the car is, and yeah, what it can basically, what it is capable of. Let me know your thoughts though in the comments. Do you think the Mk8 Golf R has lost something of that special touch that it had before, that made it sort of the car it is today? You know, it was popular in the UK mainly because of the lease deals, and people got those cars on lease with a 3-door manual because that was the cheapest car to get. You can't really do that anymore, and it's kind of lost. Certainly in the UK, I feel it might have lost its little bit of touch. Also, its price point, it is fundamentally more expensive now. 39,000. It's a little bit more than the competition, as I've done videos in the past. And I think people will look back at the Mk7s as being the sweet spot for me. I've said it before, I think Dieselgate upset quite a few things with, with VW's finances, whereas in 2014, they'd already sort of developed and designed this car, and they were already looking forward and ahead to like the R400. They were looking at a 5-pot in this car, like an Audi RS3. Whereas now it's all about the figures, it's all about the books, and I don't really like that as an enthusiast personally. It just takes away that special factor. But let me know what you think. Do you think I'm just, talking rubbish really, or do you think I've got a little point in terms of the fact that it's lost its sort of unique and its special touch, which brought so many people to the brand and to this type of car? As a daily driver, it's so good. It's a really cracking car. I am a bit sad that I think they've missed the boat in terms of not being able to bring that price point down. And one of the ways they could have done is by having it in 3-door and a manual. That was the only way I was able to get into this car and to be able to show the content that I've done in the last couple of years. I couldn't afford a 5-door DSG. I just couldn't. So there you go. There's my thoughts. I've got a little bit of a different camera setup, so I'd like to know your thoughts on that. Hopefully the audio is better because I've improved the audio, so I'm really interested to know your thoughts actually, and interested to know your thoughts on what you think. Do you think it's kind of lost its touch from where it was from the Mk7 when that sort of hit the scene, and lost its unique special ability basically? And yeah, let me know what you think of that driver who just massively cut me off. Every single time I seem to go out and drive these days, I think people have kind of lost the plot in how to drive a car, and I'm just minding my own business in my little limestone grey Golf R. Listen, thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. I hope you're all well, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think it's going to be as a special car as it once was, or do you think it can still retain that special touch, or do you think a lot of people are going to go down the modification route to make their Golf R more unique? Is that rear wing enough to make a car special? You have to pay $2,000 for it, but I don't think it is enough. But anyway, listen, thanks so much for watching. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again next time. Cheers, guys.